This story is like a Russian nesting doll of fraud. Joseph Schwartz is a 65-year-old former nursing home magnate from New Jersey. Schwartz was indicted in 2022 during the Biden administration for allegedly using $38 million in payroll taxes for his own personal gain and for other expenses of the staffing companies, according to a court filing. After Schwartz pleaded guilty in November 2024, the case was picked up during the Trump administration by the office run by Alina Habba, who previously worked on Trump's personal legal team. In April of this year, Alina Habba bragged about her role in his 3-year prison sentence. She said he oversaw a collapsed nursing home empire and failed to pay employment taxes, according to the Washington Post. Around that time, Schwartz paid $960,000 to 2 lobbyists seeking a federal pardon, according to their lobbying filing. Those lobbyists? The lobbyists, right-wing provocateurs Jack Berkman and Jacob Wohl, noted on the disclosure form that they had been convicted of telecommunications fraud in Ohio in connection with a robocall scheme designed to deter the turnout of minority voters. They also face sentencing next month in Michigan on a similar robocall case and have been subject to millions of dollars in fines in a related case brought by the Federal Communications Commission. There's one other element to the Jack Berkman, Jacob Wohl lore that some people might remember, but during the 2020 Democratic primary, they had a series of increasingly outlandish press conferences on Jack Berkman's front porch with these wildly, and obviously bogus claims about each candidate that just routinely devolved into almost performance art. But I mean, some of the ones are so sensational, and I also can't repeat some of them because they were sexual in nature. But it was a riot to watch because it was so obvious these two are just like scammers and hucksters. But here they are again. And despite one of the Trump administration's star lawyers boasting about his sentencing and cracking down on this alleged fraudster, Trump issued a full and unconditional pardon on November 14th. But mysteriously, the language around his original case started to change. Suddenly, it was the Biden administration's fault. Berkman told the Washington Post, "We are just so proud and delighted that the president pardoned him. Other than that, I can't talk about clients. I'm sure you understand." In a follow-up email, he called Schwartz a wonderful human being and man of God who had been unfairly accused by the Biden DOJ. The White House also pointed to a comment from Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, who said in a recent briefing that Trump was most interested in pardoning those who were abused and used by the Biden Department of Justice. The White House also argued that Schwartz's sentence was too harsh for a 65-year-old man already in deteriorating health. But in their statement, it omitted the fact that Alina Habba pushed for a sentence of 6 to 18 months in prison. Brett, what do you think? What do you think changed? What happened here?
The money, Lebowski. This is the thing that people don't really get about the Trump administration, and it's why people are so frustrated with, one of the reasons people hate him so much. But it really, once you see it, at least frees you up to not go crazy. Like, he is a fraudster, he is a huckster, he is just like these dudes. He's, when he said in the chat and pat with Mom Donnie that you say stuff when you're running for office, he's just admitting he doesn't mean a lot of stuff. That is in a lot of people's arguments. They put the auto pen on the wall of the walk of shame or whatever Trump put up to signify, listen, Biden is this guy who signs these pardons, signs these bills into law, but specifically they focus on the pardons, and he doesn't even know what he's pardoning. So this puts Trump in a sticky situation. He either needs to say, well, he gave me $1 million, and so I said he's fine now, which I wouldn't put past him to say, thinking he'll get away with it because it is official presidential business to pardon people. Or just like the guy who did the weird crypto financial sex trafficking laundering scheme, who he pardoned, he'll just be like, oh, I didn't even know who that was. But like, this is so difficult for us who oppose Trump to go through, because we're just like, he's exactly who we say he is. He's proving it day in and day out. There's no other way to interpret this other than like, either he's losing his mind, forgetting that his team advocated for this thing he's now blaming on Biden, or he just doesn't care and hopes he's gonna slide one by you.
But also, this isn't the first instance of, money flowing somewhere.
Right.
We know money went into Trump's campaign and people then were pardoned. But with all of these other schemes and scams and different like crypto enterprises, a lot of that's untraceable. So it's very easy to kind of move money and much harder to track for people who should be monitoring for that kind of corruption. So we just don't know. Or maybe there's a promise of a campaign donation for Trump's illegal third term. We don't know. But it's not looking good.